Hi, welcome to Big Push. In today's training session, I'm going to show you how to create very simple, very easy, very quick highlight tapes. So there are actually two ways to do it. The first way is by saving clips throughout all of your games, throughout all of your clubs, all of your events. You can just save them and they go to your own personal area. I'll show you how to do that in a second. The second way is by tagging plays within this game or this event that you're watching. So that's the one I'll actually show you right now. Alright, so if I'm watching the game, we press play there, and let's say that we really like that shot. We actually can just tag it, call it a big play, and as you notice on the bottom, it'll actually show where that tag is. Let's fast forward a little bit. Let's actually get to another part of the game. We'll tag that. We'll call that, maybe that was a 3-point shot. That'll create another tag down below. And these tags are also great for just highlighting parts of the game that you really want to get to later, or maybe you want to show it off to your friends. Let me create one more tag. We'll scoot a little, fast forward a little further. Get to this part of the game, and I'm going to tag that. Alright, and let's say that that was a dunk. Alright, so now we have 3 tags, and you can see in the middle of the screen here, there's a create highlight. And what that button is going to do, it's going to take 5 seconds before this tag and 2 seconds afterwards. And it's going to create a clip for each of these items. So I'll just click this here and say create highlight. We can give it a name, so I would suggest, maybe giving it a date, the person's name in the highlight. You can add music, and you just hit create. Alright, and you'll see at the bottom it says creating highlights. Will notify you when it's ready, and you will see a little notification to indicate that it is finished. Alright, so the second way we can actually create highlights is to go to your area. You can actually create clips, so let's do that first. Let me show you how to create a clip because it's really, really easy. Let's say that this is something that we really liked, and you see the highlight is actually created too, so thank you. We'll go back to that later. But let's say that something happened that you really liked. You can actually click on clip and actually start recording. It's that simple. So you start recording, alright, get to the part you like, let it happen, you hit stop. Alright, and that has, it's in the top left, it's saving a clip. You give that clip a name, and you basically hit save. And in Android, I think it's this arrow to the left. You can share it from this point, you can delete it from this point, or you can just go back. Click this arrow, and now it's been created successfully in your area. And I'll show you where that area is. You can do that as many times as you want. Let me go to the area now. So we close that and get back to our main menu. Go all the way back, and you'll see we have my clubs, public, and my area. So within my area there are my clips. Right, this is also where the highlight film is going to be stored. So we have clips, we have highlights, and the nice thing about the clips is if you want to make a highlight film, you basically say click this button, start now, and you see that we have 3 clips that we've created. So we can create, have all of those clips, hit next, give it a title, add music, and that is the second way to create a highlight. And so what it's doing there is just stringing together all of those clips that we just made, and it creates a highlight film that will be available in just a couple of minutes. And that's super easy. You can do it either way. They both work really well. Or you can actually allow Big Push to do it for you. And we're pretty good at it. We have some specialists out there. It'll be professionally done. And let me give you an example. I can just show you really quickly what it looks like. And see the second highlight film is already created. We'll X out of there. And here's an example of what we can do. And I'll turn the music up a little bit so you can maybe hear it a little bit. But I'll just let it run for a little while. But you can kind of see. one of the nice things about this mixtape is, as you can see, we really customize it and we include all of your information. So all of your profile information, any academic accolades that you have, any athletic accolades that you have. If you're an All-American, what's your grade point average? What did you do on your SATs? We can include all of that kind of running throughout the presentation. So it works out really well. The other thing that we can do, and this costs a little more, but I think it's well worth it because it really gives coaches a very well-rounded view of who you are. It allows you to introduce an interview of yourself. It allows your teammates to speak on your behalf, as well as your coaches or any trainers that you have. And we find that coaches really enjoy watching that because, again, it gives you a really, really rounded view of the player that we're trying to spotlight. And we call that the player spotlight. So there are three options just to recap. You can create your own highlights, and you can do that using clips, or you can use it by tagging plays. We can create a highlight tape for you, or we can create a player spotlight for you. All right, I think that's it. Thank you again for your time, and we'll see you next time.